Greetings in Christ. This is your 3-minute Psalm devotion for Psalm 53. Psalm 53 is nearly identical to Psalm 14. There's a few slight differences, and there's one interesting difference at the end of the psalm where God is talking about the destruction of the evil, and Psalm 53 is a little bit more explicit and colorful in that. But it's nearly identical, and it teaches us to be comforted that God is going to take care of the wicked. This psalm is important in New Testament thought. In Romans chapter 3, Paul quotes from it extensively to teach about the sinfulness and corruptness of everybody. Okay, now it's a short psalm, so I'm going to read the whole thing. Psalm 53. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, doing abominable iniquity. There is none who does good. God looks down from heaven on the children of man to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God. They have all fallen away. Together they have become corrupt. There is none who does good, not even one. Have those who work evil no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call upon God? There they are in great terror, where there is no terror. For God scatters the bones of him who encamps against you. You put them to shame, for God has rejected them. Oh, that salvation for Israel would come out of Zion, when God restores the fortunes of his people. Let Jacob rejoice, let Israel be glad. So this psalm is a psalm of prophecy. It clearly and prophetically speaks of salvation coming out of Zion. Of course, this is prophetic of Christ. It is prophesying also the destruction of the wicked, the fool who would abide and teach human doctrines rather than biblical doctrines. And here is an instruction piece about the wicked, the unbeliever, and how they operate, okay? They will teach false doctrine, human doctrine, as though it is something good and godly, and yet they have no grasp of what the Bible actually teaches, or they have no grasp of the importance of faith in Christ. And this comes up all over the place, in whole denominations. It comes up in governments. Foolish people that think they are wise, who think they can speak about religious matters and about God and actually know nothing about him. And Luther says that the only way these fools, these evil people, can be resisted is through prayer. And this is most certainly true. I can say that the silly mandates coming out of governments are only resisted by prayer. And I rejoice, for example, that here in California, the most recent update for COVID measures, apparently it doesn't involve churches. Churches are free to meet, and you can be thankful that people have been praying that churches would be protected. Okay, just a practical example of how people who do not grasp grace and faith in Christ can end up just persecuting the faithful. But God promises here again that those who do wrong, who teach human doctrine, and who persecute the righteous will get their comeuppance. All right, that's enough for today. Have a blessed day in the Lord.